Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend and are ready for a new week's reading. So we're doing things a little bit differently this week because it's the final week before half term, and on Friday there's an inset day, and on Thursday there is RE day. So we won't be able to fit our normal 4-day reading week in this week. So really exciting. We're going to be looking at 3 different texts, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and one on Wednesday. All varying genres, and I think there'll be something for everyone in here. And this first text that we're looking at, I'm really, really excited about because it's a book that I haven't thought about in years, but one that my mum used to read to me before bed every night. And it's part of a 5-book series, and it is The Indian in the Cupboard. And we're going to read an extract from that now. So just to give you a bit of context what's happening, so Omri has just been given a little Indian, a plastic Native American sort of Indian toy by his friend Patrick. And it's basically his reaction to that, and he's not sort of overly pleased with it to start with. So we are going to jump straight into that now. Here is the text in front of you. I am going to start reading, but I will be batting it to and from you, so make sure you are following and are ready to read along with me. So, The Indian in the Cupboard by Lynn Reed Banks. It was not that Omri didn't appreciate Patrick's birthday present to him. Far from it. He was really very grateful. Sort of. It was, without a doubt, very kind of Patrick to give Omri anything at all, let alone a second-hand plastic Indian that he himself had finished with. So second-hand means that it's not a new toy. This is one that has just been given to him Patrick's a bit bored of. The trouble was, though, that Omri was getting a little fed up with small plastic figures, of which he had loads. Biscuit tins full, probably 3 or 4 if they had were all put away at the same time, which they never were, because most of the time they were scattered around in the bedroom, the loft, the kitchen, the breakfast room, not to mention Omri's bedroom and the garden. The compost heap was full of soldiers, which over several autumns had been raked up with leaves by Omri's mother, who was rather careless about such things. So, this is the first paragraph I'm going to ask you guys to read yourselves. So if you can go from there to down there. Okay, pause the video, read that either out loud to someone in the room or just in your head. Great, so I'm going to pick up at the bottom here. Do you really like him? Asked Patrick, as Omri stood silently with the Indian in his hand. Yes, he's fantastic, said Omri in only a slightly flattish voice. I haven't got an Indian. I know! I haven't got any cowboys either. Nor have I. That's why I could play anything with him. Omri opened his mouth to say, I won't be able to either, but thinking that this might hurt Patrick's feelings, he said nothing, put the Indian in his pocket, and forgot about it. After school, there was a family tea, and all the excitement of his presents from his parents and his 2 older brothers. He got his dearest wish, a skateboard complete with kickboard and kryptonic wheels from his mum and dad, and from his eldest brother, Adil, a helmet. Gillen, on his other brother, hadn't bought him anything because he had no money. His pocket money had been stopped some time ago in connection with a very unfortunate accident involving their father's bicycle. So, when Gillen's turn came to give Omri a present, Omri was very surprised when a large parcel was put before him, untidily wrapped in brown paper and string. Sorry, I'll just move up the visualizer here. What is it? Have a look! I found it in the alley! The alley was a narrow passage that ran along the bottom of the garden where the dustbin stood. The 3 boys used to play there sometimes and occasionally found treasures that other, perhaps richer neighbours had thrown away. So Omri was quite excited as he tore off the paper. Inside was a small, white, metal cupboard with a mirror in the door, the kind you see over the basin in old-fashioned bathrooms. Okay, so we will stop there, guys. That is the first section of The Indian in the Cupboard. I'm just going to adjust this ever so slightly. And we're going to go through and do the first question together before I leave it up to you guys. So I'm just trying to fit everything in here, which is proving quite tricky. So, question number 1. Whose birthday is it? Seems like a relatively straightforward question. No tricks in there. Whose birthday is it? Well, the first thing we're going to do, of course, as we're used to, we're still going to use these steps to success. Whose birthday is it? The key word, whose, and birthday, because we're trying to find out, quite straightforward, whose birthday it is. So we can tick that there. We're then going to skim and scan for those key words. Generally, birthday is the one we're really looking for. So let's have a look right at the top. Oh, look at that. Jackpot. We've hit it straight away. It says birthday. It says actually Patrick's birthday. So I'm going to go straight on to number 1 and write it was Patrick's birthday. Excellent. Or is it? I should hopefully be hearing loads and loads of people. I know the people in my class that will be shouting at their screens, telling me that I've forgotten to do something. Of course, Mr. Parker, you've forgotten to do step 3, which is read around the key words. So I've seen Patrick's birthday and just written that down, but I haven't read around the key words. So let's see. It was not that Omri didn't appreciate Patrick's birthday present to him. Okay. So it's not Patrick's birthday, it's Patrick's birthday present to him. Who's him in this case? It's Omri. So that's why it's so important that we follow these steps. So now I've read around the keywords, so I'll try that again. It was Omri's birthday, because it was the gift that Patrick had given to Omri. Silly Mr. Parker. Right, so check that my answer makes sense. It was Omri's birthday. Yep. And does it answer the question of whose birthday is it? Absolutely does. So well done, Mr. Parker. So there is the first one done for you. The remainder of the questions are all there. So I'll make sure that that's really, really clear. And also I will put the steps to success just over there. If this isn't the best view for you, just make sure you click on the document on the home learning and you can have that on the screen in front of you. That should make that really probably a lot easier than that, but I'll leave that there anyway. Best of luck, guys. So there is the first question there, and we'll go through the answers in just a moment. Best of luck. So guys, hopefully it's given you the chance to complete the other questions. So let's go through. Question 2. Make sure you've got, by the way, a different color pen or pencil ready to mark. So firstly, we already know it's Omri's birthday. In the second paragraph, find and copy a word that means in a wide area. So that would be scattered, is the word that means in a wide area. It says that most of the time his toys were scattered around the bathroom. So that means sort of in a wide area. Question 3. He's fantastic, said Omri in a slightly flattish voice. I haven't got an Indian. How do you think he's feeling? Well, he is feeling a bit, not quite as heavy as heartbroken, but he's feeling let down. He's feeling as though, actually, that's a pretty rubbish present, a second-hand Indian. I think he could have done better than that. Question 4. Is Gillen's is Gillen's gift brand new? Give evidence to support your answer. So hopefully we all realize that the answer is no, but you also need the evidence that either he found it in the alley, which would probably be the main one, or because he had no pocket money, something along those lines. But probably that he found it in the alley. Number 5, Omri's neighbors are poorer than him. True or false? That is false. because it says that generally in the alleyway next door to him, that's where people would drop very nice things, his richer neighbors. So that is definitely false. And number 6, we need to order these events from the order in which they happen. The first one's been done for you. So number 1 is that Omri's mother raked the leaves full of soldiers. Number 2, the boy doesn't have plastic cowboy toys. Number 3, he received a skateboard, not an skateboard, apologies. And number 4, one gift was wrapped in brown paper and string. And number 5, Omri receives a small white metal cupboard. So hopefully you've marked all those guys. Still looking forward to seeing that on Seesaw later on today. I would really recommend sticking with this book. It's a fantastic one and a great series. So you've seen where the Indian comes from, you've seen where the cupboard comes from, and now you'll kind of see where all of this comes together. So thank you so much, as always, for listening. We'll be looking at a new text tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you all then. Bye-bye.